Right guys, so the Formula USA 23 has been released by Risa into Automobilista 2. So yeah, I decided obviously to, jump into it and kind of see what it's like. Now what I've done, well what I'm going to do actually is going to do a couple of laps on Gripore. It's a Brazilian track. It's a small Brazilian track, but it's really good for in my opinion, like testing a car's balance mid-corner, because there's a lot of kind of left and right curves, and they're not too slow, they're not too quick, and it tests the downforce, and it's a good test of mechanical grip as well, and balance under brakes. But here's the car. This is what Risa has given us. Okay, it's not an IR18 like the mod. We've got the plexiglass with no support, so there's no halo as such. It's just obviously a solid screen, I think was what they're going for. And the skin that I'm running is part of a pack that I downloaded from Race Department. Full credit to the guy. I'll put the link in the description of this video as well. Again, excellent modding community around AMS2 and sim racing in general. Just look at Assetto Corsa, for example. But anyway, let's build up and see kind of what this car actually drives like and behaves like. The first lap I'll just kind of take easy. I don't want to put too much stress through the tyre. Just move the brake balance back a little bit. It felt a little bit too forward there. Force feedback is typical AMS2, very detailed, really good. Like, I mean, driving this, and I've only done half a lap, but I can already feel that I'm driving a Formula car, like a highly strung Formula car. But yeah, let's go for it. I'll do another medium lap, then I'll build up a bit of pace. Yeah, beautiful on the exits, how the car just kind of doesn't want to rotate too much. There's plenty of rotation in it, but it's one of those that you've got to time. I feel like if you get it, start to rotate too early into the corner, and then you have to kind of upset the car because you've maybe gone in a bit too slow, and then it just has this understeer moment in the center. Brilliant force feedback. Patience. Just let it drift. Well, I tell you, Risa, man, what a, anyone that, no, that's what I meant there about rotating early and then getting like a little bit of understeer in the middle, and then you have to kind of use the throttle then to brake the rear to keep the rotation, or the degrees of rotation through to getting the rear to step out with a bit of excess yaw just by braking the traction. Just like that. What a car. Man. Keep it pinned, and I can feel the downforce ramping up, and I feel safe to do that. Oh, what a car. Yeah, there's that understeer I spoke about. But that's driver error, you see. That's not the car, that's me. This car is absolutely amazing. There's that understeer. It's got great rotation, and it's fairly stable, and sometimes you're kind of wondering, like, okay, that rotation and stability is thanks to the downforce, but as soon as you realize you've gone in too hot, you want to slow down a bit, and then the downforce disappears and the rotation stops. So it's a bit of a, screws with your mind a little bit. But what a car. This compared to the IR18 mod, and that's a brilliant mod as well, there's not a huge amount in it, but I have to say this is just possibly one of the most engaging Formula cars I've driven in any sim racing title. And I have to say, I'm not surprised that it's a RZA car that has taken that title for me. And that's no disrespect to any of the other cars I've driven, like, you know, I've driven the RSS cars, the VRC cars, and AC and stuff like that. But this is different caliber. This is a different caliber. You could hear it bouncing the ground as well. You want to step on it. Okay, you're getting a bit silly now, but yeah, I'm at the flat spot on the tires. I can feel that vibration out through the wheel. Such is the excitement, eh? Back of it wanted to come round under brakes. Yeah, what a car, guys. What an absolute... This thing is a gem. The little snaps when you get them. It's just incredibly satisfying to feel and to catch them. And you can start to play with it at the edge as well, which is one thing that... right, we're out of fuel, I think. That's so much fun. Yeah, there's no engine blown. Just while we're here, let's have a look at the dash display on the car. So we've got an average, we've got fuel average, we've got the push to pass, which I haven't gone into. We've got the current lap, the split temperatures on the right, which is natural. I'm guessing, yeah, it's higher temps. Then on the next screen, we have the same thing, but looks to be in bar. So we've got degrees Celsius, then we have pressures in bar, the push to pass, delta, fuel, oil temp, water temp. Which obviously most sims is probably not important in AMS2. It is important because, yeah, we can blow engines in this sim. What we'll do then, I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to go and get the same car. I'll jump onto one of the speedways. We'll do an oval race against the AI, just to see how the AI are. And yeah, we'll have a look at that. Let's just skip to the end here. What a car. What a car. Let's have a quick look at the replay just to skip that forward. Yeah, great looking car. Model and the detail. And like I say, it is running a custom skin pack on the 2023 season. Let me just skip that forward. Yeah, sounds great, looks great. Really fun to drive, but yeah, like I say, let's go and get the same car, load up an oval, fill a grid. We'll do like 5, maybe 7 laps of a race. We'll see what the AO is like, and I'm interested to see what these are like on the speedway configs, which I haven't looked at. And I haven't driven any laps in this, and I purposely done that for this review because I thought if I go and start driving it ahead of time, then yeah, it's going to end up in a situation where I'm maybe biased or whatever. But yeah, let's go and get a grid of AI on an oval, and let's go. All right, guys. So here we are. We have a quick 5-lap race, again running the 2023 liveries and driver file that was on race department. The cars do have the super speedway and speedway configurations as well, as we can see with the miniature rear wing. And yeah, I'm in Joseph Newgarden's car for this one. And then we have Dixon and Pillow up front. It's going to be interesting. I hope that the AI doesn't have the typical caution fest that we often get. So yeah, let's hope that we get a good clean race here.
Green, green, green.
Oh, terrible start. Terrible start in second. That's my fault. Totally my fault. But yeah, let's try and recover. Alright, so the AI were sensible there. They didn't go all kamikaze on me.
Still there.
Oh man.
Still there. Clear outside.
Trying to stay out of his way too much and scrubbing off speed by doing it.
He's still there.
B12.
He's still with you. Still there. Clear outside.
Alright, let's see, we're gaining on the pack in front. So if we, I'm guessing, be sensible and just draft each other, that will help. Yeah, it's definitely helping. Guys up front seem to be spreading out and losing the draft and fighting each other, so if I just stick behind Kirkwood here, then him with a bit of a chance maybe to catch the leaders.
The leader's just done at 38.2. B12. Car ahead has just done at 38.2. The car behind has just done at 38.2.
Yeah, definitely getting into the slipstream. It is quite cool, in fact. It's you know, if we were racing this close in GT or whatever, we'd be in a panic, but and look at that.
Is now the lead.
Rossi actually trying to draft me and sticking behind. Very good.
Clear on the outside.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, no one's killed anyone. The AI are sensible so far,
He's still with you.
which when the ovals were first introduced into Automobilista 2,
Okay, Gary. Halfway.
it was a little bit of a,
2 laps left.
you know,
What's your race pace?
caution after caution. So it's good to see now that it's good to see that's not the case anymore. Okay, I need yeah, now if I can just latch on to the back of the leaders. Yeah, which we are doing. They're too busy squabbling.
38.1 for yellow. 1 more lap to go. That's the fastest lap of the race. The fastest lap for Rossi, 37.9.
Yeah, they're losing time. They're trying to correct themselves.
On the outside. Keep the line. Clear on the outside. On the outside.
Making up a lot of positions there, just over getting a nice exit, and the guys in front obviously fighting too much. But yeah, like first impressions I have to say are really good.
P8, that's the end of the race. Never mind.
Yeah, really good first impressions, particularly on the ovals, where, you know,
Still there.
last time I raced ovals, no matter what car it was, whether it was the stock car, the Indycar, no matter what it was, just turned into a complete like wreckfest. Now let's have a look at the replay. I completely screwed the start, which was, you know, totally my fault. Screwed the standings, screwed the map, get rid of the overview. Yeah. Yeah, great race, like, you know, and I think if people are able to race like that online and be a bit, you know, sensible about things, then going to have brilliant racing. Yeah, that's just a newbie in me there, kind of floating around the apron, but it's interesting, and this is what I love about AMS2 in general, is that if anyone that watches this channel knows that I predominantly race a set of Corsair competizione in my leagues. But when and every time I kind of jump into Automobilista 2, no matter what car I get into, it's always brilliant. It's always great fun. And that's a constant all the time. Like this simulator, I think it certainly doesn't have the let's say, exposure in the main racing sim kind of arena that I should have. You know, there's just a couple of reasons for that. Like the online thing is probably not the best. We know that, you know, it's got issues with like hosted lobbies, I believe, and you know, there's a couple of other things that probably need to be implemented, particularly like, you know, team insurance events and that sort of thing. I mean, can you imagine like a Daytona 24-hour or even 12 hours where you have the DPI on the grid and you've got some GT3s on the grid, you know, stuff like that. And without these things being implemented, all of that gets missed, you know. But for, and you know, and those races don't happen all the time, but I think for doing leagues, whether it's oval, circuit racing, anything like that, this game is getting better and better in terms of content. The model, the car is fantastic itself. It drives great, like when I drove it on the circuit. It behaved as a car should behave. On the speedway, you know, it's very much, you know, pin the throttle and just point it in the right direction, but it done it in a convincing way. There was no issue, and I think when it came to actually racing against the grid, it was fine, you know. And when you're doing ovals, in my opinion, the key difference is, you know, can the AI race and give you a fun race without killing themselves and killing you. And yeah, they've done that. So what can I say? Great car, great mod, very good AI. On ovals, it appears that you can race this offline and have fun. The field are very well matched. Nobody was getting away from anyone. And that's something actually that I had an issue in the Gen 3 and Gen 2, was that some cars, or not some cars, but some off the back of some corners, you'd have a situation where the AI would almost get like a massive speed boost off the corner. Like I think it was NT Speedway was a great example of that. But yeah, I think from what I've driven so far, this car ticks all the boxes. The model is fantastic. It drives really well. And on the street circuit / road circuit config, the handling model and all of that stuff is absolutely spot on. It feels really, really good, like a well put together modern Formula car, which is what it is. Now, if you're after if you're a hard school Indycar fan, which anyone driving this is probably going to be an Indycar fan, myself included, you will have to overlook the fact that it doesn't look anything like a IR18. Good thing, bad thing, I don't know. What I do like though is not having the halo, because when you're on board in the car, it gives you a very clear view around the car. You know, you're unimpeded. You don't have this big halo in the middle, which, you know, all right, I know in real life it's for safety and stuff like that, but in a simulator, you know, it's not good. We'd rather not have it. And this car, we don't have it. So I think if Risa were to, you know, when Risa were given the blank canvas and say, hey, go and make the Indycar, but don't have it look like the IR18 for whatever reason. And we probably know the reasons, but whatever. They took advantage and gave us a halo-less Formula car. So yeah, brilliant all round. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until the next one. But yeah, get and drive this. It's a ton of fun in both configurations, whether it's oval, speedways, or road. Great car, nicely balanced, and yeah, does and feels how a Formula car should feel, in my opinion. Drives like a car, and yeah, I think you'll pick it up. Force feedback is brilliant. But yeah, thanks for watching.